Welcome back, everybody, to the NASCAR 09 career mode. My name is Trent Mitchell, and welcome to part 52. Today we're going to Indianapolis and Pocono. Now, heading into this part, I had zero expectations for Indianapolis. Then I practiced, and then I realized qualifying is actually going to be interesting because we may not start pole. We may get like top 10. Once I make my way to the front of the pack, it's going to get boring. In Pocono, I have a strategy now to offset the one I did last time we went there, and I got 11th. But my predictions, these should be both wins. And if my prediction goes right, we will have the point lead. But right now, we're second in points, 69 behind Jimmy Johnson, who we're closing down the final couple races before the start of the chase. Unless I do anything majorly stupid, I'm looking good. The battle is really between Stuart Gordon and Kenseth and maybe Mark Martin to see if he could potentially sneak up in there and offset one of these guys, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's only 49 points behind Kenseth, and I guess you can count Hamlin, and then after Hamlin there is no shot. Burton, Kane, yeah, those guys, everyone on down has absolutely no shot of trying to compete for the championship. As you guys saw earlier, this is going to be our last race before both our team and sponsorship obligations contracts are over. So we're not going to get the team obligation, which means we're going to reset on our little road course boost. And then we can offset that by getting 225 performance points. And I still have zero idea what to upgrade it on. However, though, it may be mostly mostly super speedway and mostly short tracks. Because I think we're fine on normal speedways. It's just those two are really, really important. So that's pretty much nothing else to talk about. And then Watkins is going to be part 53, which is going to be an episode itself. If you forgot how Infineon went, it's going to be an episode. So 24 laps at Indy, but real quick, let me show you guys the race settings. 15% race length on normal tire wear, driving style, assists are off, and damage on with collisions on and the full flags. The usual stuff that you've been here for 50 plus episodes with. Without further ado, let's get started at Indianapolis. We're gonna call the Brickyard 400. I'm not calling it the Allstate 400. Let's head to the Brickyard, and we ain't gonna kiss the bricks, but let's at least win the damn thing. Alrighty, here we are at the Brickyard 400. Default veteran setup. And let's get qualifying underway, and let's see where we place. Off turn 4, first lap was only 32nd. Come on now. That felt pretty good. Let's see. Oh man, that was terrible. 29th? I felt like I threw down a pretty good lap. Obviously messing up turn 3 or 4 was not really the best, but wow, barely better than the second. That is crazy. Well, Jimmy's second, Gordon's on pole. That's kind of surreal. I thought I put down a really solid lap time, but I guess I didn't. Let's see, anybody? Vickers crashed. Well, that's not that's not the first time. Question me, did I even put in the right setup? I definitely did, and I did, so. Alright, well, this is going to be more of a... I said it was going to be interesting. I didn't think it was going to be this interesting. Alright, well, 24 laps starting from 29th. Definitely didn't think about that. Definitely didn't think this was going to happen, so. For the start, I really want to be on the outside, but the inside isn't too bad. As long as I don't spin the car out. I honestly thought I was going to start way higher than 29th. The car wasn't bad at all. But oh well. Sometimes that's how it is. Getting past Boyer 3 wide. And then hitting the brakes because, you know, the AI just like to check up. And then I hit a bump that makes the car go up the track. As long as they're not side by side like this, we're gonna be okay, but I highly doubt that. Mark goes... I kind of want to go to the outside, but, you know, I guess the inside lane can you know, slow down too, because Sadler's in the inside lane. Oh, John Wood's in the... No wonder why the inside's slow, because John Wood's on the inside lane blocking Kenta. Well, I can use that to my advantage. Gain some spots. Yeah, force 3 wide. I guess that's pretty good. Okay. Car slides up again, but alright. Harvick takes the lead. I don't know who was leading at the first lap. I wasn't paying attention that much. I would love to go up the middle again if they let me, because I do not want to be stuck in a line with David Gilliland and Elliott Sadler. And I'm going to send this. Beautiful stuff there by me. Sending it all the way in the middle. Passing all of them. Now we're on the outside of Hamlin for 15th. Making that line work, and boom. We're in the top 15 after 3 laps. Hot up to this pack. Starring Casey Mears, Michael Waltrip. Who is slumming up this inside? It's Tony Stewart. I honestly could have forced 3 wide, but I wanted to be smart with it. Reed Sorensen is second. Whoa, that's news. Is he the one slowing up the inside? Because if so, then understandable. But then again, Chip Ganassi, for some reason, has always been good at Indianapolis. Force 3 wide to get P9. Slowly but surely working our way through this field. I mean, this was the race where tires were such a huge issue that it pretty much killed NASCAR in Indianapolis ever getting back along together until 2024, because the road course was so garbage that us fans and us NASCAR came back into their senses and decided to go back to the oval configuration. So 3 wide, Junior and Johnson. Okay, that's kind of risky, going 3 wide between Gordon and Sorensen, especially when Sorensen's a slower car. And Gordon forced Sorensen up high, which is good but also sad. Almost got spun. Almost turned myself there. Now we're in the lead pack. Can we? Oh, McMurray's going high. I'm going to just ease into this. Kane now leads the Brickyard 400. Don't remember if he won this race before. I know Bill Elliott did, but I don't know about Casey Kane. Also, McMurray's up here, so that's good for him. Alright, we're going to force 3 wide. Gordon and Harvick. And gets a pretty good spot. Go up the track again. Wow, I am hitting something in the track in turn 3 that keeps on making my car go up the track. And now Junior's going to take the lead, which, speaking of Junior, I've been using this off time to watch the 2007 season to see how bad was DEI really, because to just get their engine and just, you know, not have bad luck. Things would have probably been different. And so far, you know, I'm doing predictions myself to see how would they fare, and it would be way different. It would have been way different. Probably Junior would have stayed at DEI if 2007 went way better than it actually did. But speaking of Jimmy, he takes the lead back from Kane. Thank you, Jimmy, for closing the door. And McMurray, I'm not going to let you go. We're now catching Jimmy with the draft from Kane and Junior. Oh yeah, Kane actually has won this race before. Just in the 5, not in the 9. I thought he won in the 9 before. But on the inside, takes the lead back, and then slowly but surely, just to lose it to me, going right through the middle. And ladies and gentlemen, this race may be over if I don't stop going up the track. Because I don't know why I am because I was running a similar line in practice, and the car will go up a track a little bit, but not as much as what it's doing now. However, we have taken the lead with a good 16 and a half laps to go. Right now, we might just cruise into another win. Don't know. We got to see how this finishes off. Unless I don't make a mistake or spin out. Cruising on out of here to a free win. And I'll see you guys when we get a white flag or a caution comes out. Because there's no way I'm losing this lead. As you guys saw a little bit, that we did catch up to lap traffic with about 7 to go, so kind of messed up my line, but I'm not too mad at it. It's the Fantasy's car. It should be this slow, but man, yeah, told you it was gonna be a snooze fest. Like I said, until practice, I had zero idea how this track was gonna run, and then I found out how this track was gonna run. Absolute boringness, but what did I expect? Also, John Wood, after starting like in the top 20, fall from grace. At least you may get some TV time. And then in the world of, what is this, ESPN? Yeah, may get some TV time for me passing you. So, you know, that's not a bad thing after all. Because I'm okay with cable, but now since my cable box is starting to fuck up, maybe streaming is the best option, but it doesn't matter about my purposes of streaming or not. We're gonna win the Brickyard 400, and you know, great day, cutting the grass, hoping not to wreck, and we almost did. I want to see who gets second, because hopefully it's not Jimmy. Because some points would be definitely needed, but oh yeah, it was a boring day. Like 20 seconds maybe is our margin of victory. Oh yeah, it was 26. I was getting some water. Jimmy 8th. So that's a good day for us. Led 17 of the 24 laps. Let's see, we had 195. Jimmy had 142. We gained 53 points on him, and we're, what was that, 16 behind him. Good day. Jimmy didn't lead a lap, and you know, that's all she wrote too, and he started second on the outside front row. Michael Waltrip 11th, Reed Sorensen 12th. Good days for these two. Especially Mikey, because, well, 2007, he barely even raced because of the whole issue in the first couple parts of the 2007 season, but this is 2008. So, anything could have changed. Clark is 20th, and I didn't see Kenseth in the top. Hey, I didn't see Kenseth in the top 21 because Hamlin is 21st. What happened to Kenseth? Where did Kenseth go? I feel like I lapped him, but I don't at the same time. Oh, he finished 17th, never mind. I was like, okay, cool, Mark gained points on Kenseth, but it doesn't look like he's won, so. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Let's head to the main menu and see. I said 16 points back, but it could be something else. Let's see what we let's see how far back we are in the points, but let's also upgrade our car. Ooh.
Let's go sign another sponsorship deal. You just wrapped up another one. Nice job out there.
All right. So we're gonna stay with Craftsman. Yeah, we're just gonna stay with Craftsman. I mean, Napa. Yeah, we're gonna stay with Craftsman because can't get errands, even though probably I'll come back. I don't know. Can't get Aaron's, can't get Coca-Cola because we're just 100 under. But we are going to lose 75 due to the fact that we are absolute garbage in qualifying, so staying with Craftsman, baby.
Alright, so you did meet the requirements for this contract. Go sign another one and give it a try.
Alrighty, we didn't get it. Still the Red Bull Racing, but hey, MWR's right there, baby. We need Joe Gibbs and Warner Brothers. We got off camera. I actually completed 3 seasons, so we could sign with any of these teams we really wanted to. DI would have been perfect if it didn't require a Class A sponsor. That's kind of what I was going for, but oh well. So we're staying with Michael Watts Race. I wish we started with Michael Watts Race at the beginning, but we're staying with Red Bull. And we get that +8 chassis for road courses. I guess that can help. I guess I don't know. But we're staying with Red Bull. Not switching teams. Not doing any of that. I said I was like earlier in the year, or earlier in the Let's Play. I said I'm gonna try out Red Bull just to see. Didn't start off good, but now it's starting to come along well. Standings, we are 16 points back, picking up our 8th win of the season. Mark is now 58 points back. I don't know if he gained or lost points, but he did finish ahead of Hamlin. Oh, yeah, he did. He finished behind Kenseth, though. So, yeah, Kenseth gains a couple extra points to Mark there. So, the lone underdog could potentially make the chase. It's still questionable. Same for Hamlin, too. But that's how we get it done. And that's what we need to do for the rest of the season. Hopefully so. So, it's time to upgrade the car. Next race is Michigan. Well, no, it's not. Next race is Pocono, which I am completely fine with, because Pocono, we're good. Like, we can look at our next super speedway races. Let's look at our next speedway races and see in terms of. All right, so Pocono, Michigan, Auto Club, New Hampshire counts as a speedway race. Dover does as well. Kansas does as well. Lowe's, Atlanta, Texas, and Phoenix. We still got a bunch. Of speedway races left. We got a road course, 1 short track, 2 short track, 3 short track. I forgot Bristol. My bad. Man, okay, we got a bunch of speedway races left. I mean, upgrading the car for speedway, the speedway side would be kind of no point, but probably helps later on. We'll give it 70, up this to 75. Nah, 78 or 75 or 74. We'll go 74 for now. And now we'll go to our super speedway, give this 75, 75, 75. How much is the engine? Oh, it's 7. Okay. It's 7, alright. So yeah, we can do it. Alright, cool. So 75 on everything except everybody, which is 76. And add 1 more to the engine. And there we go. That's what we spent our points on. Upgrading the super speedway and the short tracks. Short tracks because I can't get past lap traffic, and I guarantee you this upgrade ain't gonna help it that much. But our next race has nothing to do with either of those two. It's a speedway, it's Pocono. 30 laps, we're gonna have to do a pit stop. However, I may have found a strategy that could help me in terms of not finishing, not losing the race. Let's just say that. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, oh well, I tried something. So let's head to Pocono. Let's see where we qualify, which is going to be pole. So really, let's just see how we do in the race, because we're going to get pole. We're going to have a huge lead, and then we're going to have to pit. So let's just head to Pocono and see how we do. Okay, here we are at Pocono. The car setup's going to be the default veteran. We're going to get pole by, let's make a guess. How much are we going to get pole by? I'm going to say 7.5 tenths don't sound bad at all. Yeah, 7 tenths don't sound bad at all. Like I said, I don't need to be cautious about this or nothing. I can be pretty much talkative all I want about it. Let's head to qualifying. And let's see if we don't start first. Where do we start? Pole by only half a second. Do I want to improve on? I mean, we could try to improve on that, but that's a surprise. Only half a second. I just want to see. Compare it to the first lap. How quick is going into third gear on turn 3? Yeah, we got a pole. No question about it. Let's see. Did I gain or lose time in turn 3? Because I didn't have the best turn 1. Oh, we gained a 10th from it. I don't know how shifting to third is faster. I just don't understand it. What is that? 54. Michael Waltrip 4th. Vickers 7th, Gillen 8th. Or Vickers 6th, Gillen 7th. How? But anyways, what is that? About like 6.5 tenths? Overestimated myself a tiny bit, but it's fine. But yeah, Michael Waltrip 4th, Brian Vickers 6th, David Gillen 7th. Hey, this is going to make good TV for everyone else except me. Jimmy's 11th though, so we're going to gain a bunch of time. All right. Ooh, who done goof? Sorensen and Menard. Okay. But all right. My strategy is split it halfway and pit for 2 tires and a can of fuel. Why? Because I think it's not a thing. It's a guaranteed that I can go. A can and a half is full. 2 cans is definitely full. So a can is kind of cutting it, but if I'm pitting on lap 15, fuel is not the biggest of issues. And since a can is just a can, really, it's like half a 2-tire stop. I'll change rights, or yeah, I'll change rights and just go from there. But as you see, we've already pulled away from the field, like I kind of expected. About a second, as I almost spun myself out there. But yeah, this is probably how it's going to go until we get to our pit stop. So I'll see you guys when our pit stop is going to happen, which is going to be on lap 15. And as long as I don't spin myself out, we should be fine. Yeah, okay. Alright, well. Took me 3 laps. The car is definitely damaged and screwed. Luckily I didn't DNF. No choice but to pit. Well, we might as well change all 4. Now I'm looking at the upgrades. Me being interested to upgrade it to the durability, but face planted to the wall wasn't going to change anything. Hopefully the car's pace isn't gone, but yeah, now it just got interesting. Just look at that top 5 and just tell yourself Michael Waltrip and David Gillen are in that top 5. It's not going to last long. Definitely it's going to get slowed up, for sure. Just how to make it interesting for myself. Did I want it to? Yes and no at the same time. But if this damage of a car, if the car normally gains about a second a lap, we should be good. We should be good, in my opinion. Go. Go. On the outside, there we go. Is he gonna... Yes. He notices my existence on the outside. Good. Yeah, John Wood is doing... Oh, he's doing... That's new. That is so new. Didn't expect John Wood to just give me no room. Cut on Reagan. And now John Wood gives me the room. Well, I didn't mean to spin myself out, but I got a free pit stop down, and I should be now good on fuel. I will be disappointed in myself if I'm not, and I should be disappointed in myself because I'm the one that spun out, and I almost did it again. But I think we should be good. I think we should be good. We did restart for like, I think 25, 26 to go, so we should be good on a full tank of fuel. If we're not, I'm big sad, but I think, like I said, I think we should be good. So let's charge our way through the field, catch up to Gordon, and I don't know. My whole strategy just went out the window because of my stupidness and me being my worst enemy when a game is this easy. So now we just gotta work our way through the field and see if we can make it on the field. David Gillen is still second. Go forward, David. Please get the lead. Do the thing that Mikey couldn't, or probably did, but I just didn't notice. One thing I am realizing though, I am losing a bunch of time on the straights. I went from gaining time to losing time. That's how much that damage has affected me. I'm not losing time on the straights. So I have to gain it all in the corner. If I gain it all, actually turn 3 is my friend now. Which also means one thing. I don't know if I'm gonna win this race now. If I'm losing everything in the straightaways, I may not win this race. However, I am gaining on this car, which I think is Newman, who's also in traffic full of nobody. We were 8 seconds at the line. David Gillen is still running second. And Mikey's now 4th. Now 5th. Still in the top 5. Turns 2 and 3 are gonna so help me out. But it's not going to matter if I don't have my straightaway speed. So maybe I can get a win. Like I said, fuel's just another issue to deal with. But to my knowledge, it looks like we're gonna be barely good. Now we just gotta catch this field, which is 4 seconds ahead of me. Okay, we finally caught this back. I was gonna say we may not even catch the leaders. Nah, I'm not going to. Can I just say though, shout out to David Gillen and Michael Watcher for having a top 10 car. Or Gillen, a top 5 car. Or Mikey was in the top 5 for a bit, but shout out to them too. I did not expect them to be up here actually competing for a top 5 spot. As the leaders start to catch lap traffic, I have 3 more laps. Good news, we're good to go on fuel. Just barely, but we are good to go. That's all that matters. Bad news is, even though I'm like a second, maybe 2 between these guys with 3 to go, I may not pass Kyle Busch because it took me like 3 laps just to get to this little pack over here. David Gillen 4th. Whenever I pass him, it's going to be 5th. Or unless Boyer wants to steal the top 5 from David Gillen himself. I'm all ears. But I keep on forgetting, I have a little more grip than I would think I have in turns 2. Around Boyer for 5th. And I try to go around Gillen for 4th, as I almost spun the car out. But not likely to be. Until we get to the start-finish line. I really need... If I want to win this race, I need the draft. I need the draft to save my butt. Also, to get to the bottom, and it doesn't look like... I can't do that. It doesn't look like I can do that. So yeah, our chances of winning are obviously going down by the turns, but it doesn't look like we're going to do it, which is fine. Yes, Kyle Busch got around lap traffic. I'm battling David Gillen for 4th. And I want to clear him as I tap the wall. Hey, he's putting up a fight and now I'm trapped on the outside. I would love to make it 3 wide, but Thank you, ESPN car, for staying on the outside too. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna win this race, especially if I'm side by side. I can't believe how much straight line speed I'm losing. Can I at least catch Jimmy? Can I at least get more points than Jimmy? Because I could feel a little bit sigh of relief, a little bit happy. Well, not if I mess up turn 2 like that. There's a car slow. It's not gonna do much. I think he ran out of fuel. Didn't think I was the only one. They may have wrecked behind. This is my last opportunity to pass Jimmy for third. We got it. And then we get a black flag warning. Super okay with that. Don't know what happened. They might have wrecked. I don't know. David Gillen 5th, Michael Waltrip 6th. That deserves a round of applause. Kyle Busch 1, Jeff Gordon 2nd. We came back for 3rd. Sadly, that's all I could have done with me being stupid. Gordon led the most laps. Thank you. I didn't even have the fastest lap. But what a win for David Gillen and Michael Waltrip. Top 10 cars finished. Top 5 running cars got 5th and 6th. They should be proud of the run they had today. Junior's 10th. I don't even see Carl Edwards. Mark Martin got 14th, but Kenseth got 7th, so Mark isn't going to gain any points this race. Edwards 19th, so that's not good for him. The 151 car may have ran out of fuel. I want to see if there's a wreck, because there damn well could have been, but there was. We could change to this, yeah. Slowed up Harvick. Oof. Harvick and Edwards. And Biffle. And it would have been more if the game actually played out, but sadly it didn't. Let's head to the main menu to see where we are now. Alright, so the point standings get closer and closer and closer. 6 points between me and Jimmy Johnson, and that is the battle for first. No one else is even close. Tony Stewart is now 10th, 70 points ahead of Mark Martin for the final cutoff, but it's starting to look like we have our 10 set between me, Jimmy, Junior, Edwards, Busch, Gordon, Harvick, both Busch brothers actually, Matt Kenseth and Tony Stewart, which is honestly not a bad 10. Michael Waltrip with his 6th place points gets 22nd in points, and David Gillen with his first, this is Mikey's 2nd top 10, but Gillen with his first top 5 gets him now 25th in points. A good points day for these guys, I can say that for sure. Oh, the next 2 races are going to be Watkins Glen and Michigan. Watkins Glen, I can't be so sure because of AI stupidness, and that could lead to my stupidness ever ending me, which is a perfect chance to. And then Michigan, if we don't win Michigan after our win last time, I'm gonna be a damn shame of myself. Are gonna be the next 2 races for the next part. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys when we head to Watkins Glen.